Hi guys, had a better 2019, right? 2020 can actually be far better. Or you had a bad 2019, not to worry, 2020 can actually be great. On this episode of the business class, the first in the year, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 key principles that can make you achieve hyper growth in your business in 2020. You don't want to miss this for anything. Stay tuned.
The business class.
Before I share the cheat code with you, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's growing pretty fast and we really want to go even better. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn notification on. And also please follow us across all social media platforms. So let's get to it. Now guys, what I'm about to share with you is what I shared with my staff. That's our key principle for 2020. So guys, I'm exposing myself. So you got to pay me, right? You got to pay me. What I'm sharing with you today are the principles we are going to live by in 2020. And it is predictable. Because we understand the science of growth, we research daily on the science of growth. And these are the principles that were found to be very, very critical to having hyper growth in your business. All of these 7 principles, they're actually, talking about essentially 3 things, right? They can be majorly categorized into 3 areas that you need to achieve hyper growth in anything you do. The first is the mindset. The second is the skill set. And the third is the tool set. So these are very powerful paradigms in achieving growth in life and in business for that matter. The first thing is the mindset. You have to have a growth mindset. That is very critical. Because as a man thinking in his heart, so is he. So you can never grow beyond the level of your thinking. So you need to imbibe the culture of growth in your organization. For example, I told my staff even we're going to have a very huge banner in the office. And what we're writing there is growth. Everybody must think about growth. And it's a DNA that every hyper growth company imbibe. We must grow, we must grow, we must grow. And that's the mindset from the founder to the least person in the organization. You must have the growth mindset. Then very critical is also to develop the relevant skill set that you need, the relevant competence that you need to survive in your business, in your industry in 2020. Very close to skill set will be tool set. They are closely related, so you need tool set for each of the skill set. And that is where digital solution comes in, right? You need to understand that for anything and everything you need, there are tool sets, there are models, there are softwares, there are different things, there are templates that you can actually use to actualize it. And the good thing is that the uptake in digital revolution, most of these things are actually available for free. I'm telling you, even the skill set, you go on YouTube, there are a lot of free courses in different places that you can access. So for an upstart, for an underdog, you don't really have the fund and the finance. Just understand that there are loads of resources online that you can take advantage of. So let's now take the 7 principles. The first thing is the growth mindset, like I said. You must have the mindset of growth. You must have the mindset of growth. Whatever you've done last year, you can do better this year. Mindset of growth also means that you are constantly increasing your capacity to deliver. Clients will always go back to companies that gives them superior customer experience. So it's not only about customer satisfaction. They must have world-class customer experience. You must look at every aspect of your operation to look at areas that you can optimize. The same thing with your marketing. Check your top line this last year against this year. You have to tell yourself, I must grow 5x, 7x, 10x, 20x. And you must have a deliberate plan of action to actualize that. Now, the second point is very close to that. I call it out everything principle. What do I mean? You must outthink, you must out execute, You must outsmart your competitor. In fact, really, at the end of the day, when you do that, you realize that you have no competitor. So you can't afford just to be average. There's one law that I have. An average person is average. So what advice do I have for an average person? The simple advice is don't be average. Do you get that? And 99% of people in the world, or in every sector, or in every industry, it's been proven, are doing average stuff. That is why they are achieving average results. Now you want to be the best in class in whatever you're doing. So you have to, you have to be out creative. Pardon my English. You have to out everything. You have to outsmart. You have to out execute. You have to out implement. You have to outthink. You have to out research. And that's what it means to be tops in your industry in 2020. Things are getting more complex because of the political terrain that we find ourselves in. Technology is not even helping matters. So for you to survive 2020, you have to out everything. The third principle that you need to achieve hyper growth in 2020 is what I call the better mover advantage. Now I'm going to explain that. Stay with me. You already know about the first mover advantage, which is the first person that enters into the market, for example, always take the largest chunk of the market, provided they're able to execute properly. Now, later people came up with the second mover advantage, which happens where another person enters into a particular industry or a niche. Now, what happens for a second mover is that you copy all the best features in the first mover's value proposition, and you also look at their flaws and you provide answers and solution to that. But what I want to talk about is not about first mover advantage, because, for example, in your industry, you might not be the first, you might not even be the second. What you should be thinking about now is better mover advantage. What that means is that it doesn't matter when you enter into the market, suddenly you become the standard in the market. For the first person, for the second person, you are just doing what I call infinite X. So I'm not going to talk to you about 10X or 15X, because what happens if you're doing 10X and somebody does 11X? What happens if you do 20X and somebody does 30X? So what we're saying is that it's about the person that can do it better than the best. It's about the person that can do it better than everybody in the market. So you see, you need to imbibe what we call the better mover advantage, because now you are able to command that superior result in the marketplace. Now, to be able to have a growth mindset, to be able to, be the best in class and outsmart and outthink and out-execute your competitor, you need to imbibe what I call rapid experimentation. When it comes to growth hacking, when it comes to growth marketing, one of the things that you need to do is to massively and rapidly experiment. Quickly check the things that work and eliminate the things that doesn't work. You have to constantly iterate, you have to constantly experiment to find the best things, and to improve upon it every day. So you need to imbibe that culture of rapid experimentation in your business. And one of the things I've talked about in the past is the ability for you to see there's nothing called failure. Everything is just experiment. Everything is about learning how not to do things the next time. However, of course, there should be check and balances within your system. That does not mean you should now subject yourself to mistake, because some mistake can actually be very costly and can set you back. And you don't want to build a culture of error. But always understand that you need to build a culture that allows people to fail forward, which means every experience is necessary and important to the next level. The fourth principle is to understand. I call it the one knowledge away principle. You are one knowledge away for everything that you need. You are one knowledge away from every experience that you need. Guys, don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do anything. You want to move into a new industry. You want to try a new marketing strategy. Imbibe that culture of putting a considerable amount of energy into research and development. And you need to build that culture in your organization. There's nothing out of this world. There's nothing that you cannot learn. Most of the time, we make light of our capacity to actually improve and build ourselves. You are one knowledge away actually from becoming the top 1% in your industry. What do you need to know? No more than an average person. You know, a lot of you are skeptical about digital marketing. You don't even know about it. You have not even studied. You have not, checked webinars, check podcasts, read magazines, read materials around that. You have not read books around it. A lot of you are not imbibing certain philosophy and culture into your business because you are one knowledge away. So be disciplined this year. These are the days where you put yourself into intellectual rigor, that you go into places and research concepts, constructs, and ideas that can take your business forward. So guys, always remember, and you probably need to stick it somewhere in your office where you can see it. So you're going through maybe a financial situation, a cash flow issue in your business. Just understand that you are one knowledge away to solve that problem. So are you going to go online right now? Are you going to go on the internet? Are you going to check books? Are you going to check different things? Or even talk to another person, maybe a professional around what you're experiencing challenge with in your business. I invest a considerable amount of time to research every single day. And it's all about constantly improving yourself, guys. As an entrepreneur, as a business manager, always understand that there's no rocket science in this world. You are just one knowledge away, guys. The fifth point is to have a performance orientation, a performance-based orientation. So everything in your company must be subjected to metrics. You must track all the necessary business metrics in your business. Net promoter score, cost per acquisition, cost per click, and all of those things, you need to track them. Your staff, you need to track their output. You can't leave it to chance. They need to have deliverables, and they are actually rewarded based on that deliverable. And that's why it's critical, because always remember that resources are limited. So you need to learn how to make the best of the resources that you have. Time, human resource, financial resource, and all the other resources that you have within your business. You can actually optimize and maximize their output if you have a performance-based orientation. So guys, you want to use performance-based mindset. Call your staff into a meeting and tell them going forward, an X amount of their income is performance-based. You will see productivity as its peak. That's why you must always even encourage, people that are performing at above average. They are performing, super. You must encourage them. You must give them a pat in the back. You must also reward them financially. So there should be bonuses. There should be perks. Within your organization, they must see that you value performance. Highly productive workers must be rewarded. Mediocre staff must be shown the way out. So you cannot afford mediocrity within your system. So the performance-based principle will help you to achieve hyper growth in your business. The seventh principle, guys, is innovation. Innovation is key. You cannot afford to be doing those things that you did last year. The definition of madness is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Actually, there's no such thing as a new year. It's all about new attitude. It's all about new aspiration. It's all about new mindset. Nothing is going to change this new year if you don't change. If you don't change the principle, for example, that you've been using to run your business, if you don't change the mindset, if you don't build your skill set, if you don't imbibe new tool set that can enhance your business. So guys, you must innovate in every area of your business. You must check from accounting to finance to marketing to service delivery to customer service to marketing to sales to research and development to expansion. Guys, you must think innovation. So this year is actually about innovate or die. So you must imbibe that. So guys, from my end, those are the 7 cheat code. I hope you have a great year. Before you go, I'd like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us across all our social media platforms. And also, I want you to go to our website, emeraldhills.com.ng. We have loads of blog posts Also, please subscribe to our newsletter. We have loads of ebooks on the platform. Then also, we have loads of free courses. You just need to go to academy.emeraldhills.com.ng. We have loads of good courses around digital marketing, around building hyper-growth businesses. We have loads of content for you guys. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be an exciting year. So stay tuned. Stay glued to us. We are your preferred market growth partner, and we're going to support you until you succeed. And you will succeed. Catch ya.